We just heard my guests, who are all in the same gang, say that they enjoy seeing people suffer, that they enjoy torturing their enemies, and really have no regard for human life. Where are the questions back here?
It's just kind of frustrating because it's like you have no values, and to take someone's life or to hurt somebody, it's frustrating for people like me, because I had someone that was very close to me who was killed. He could have gone on and be a professional baseball player, anything, but somebody in a gang took his life, and he didn't get the opportunities that I got, that any one of these people in here could have gotten because of people like you.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
For the one who got shot, how does it make you feel to know that that you're going out shooting people? You're not scared that you're going back to the gang after you got shot?
No.
You're not scared of death because of that?
No. No, because we're going to be there. We're not going to let that happen.
You said that you joined...
What happened? Yeah, but...
Well, how do you think you're going to stop a flying bullet aimed at you?
We're not going to stop a flying bullet.
Nobody can stop no bullet.
We're not going to have our guns there.
It happens.
Too bad.
You said you join a gang out of, like, getting respect because you need respect from somebody, but everybody in this society, in this world, they just look down on you.
Oh, well.
Jenny. Now, Jenny, you went into, what, a year of research and living in their world?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
You had different feelings about them than you do now.
I definitely did.
Is it fair to say that we diss them, disrespect them, look down on them?
I think it's hard for people to understand in a small time what these girls are like. I mean, I went in, I spent a year and a half with gang girls in San Antonio, Los Angeles, Milwaukee, and New York. And when I started my research, I didn't know anything more than people in the audience did. And the first gang girl I met, I was in a Burger King with her, and she was facing me, and she had scars all over her face where another little girl had flipped out a razor blade and slashed her face. Now, this girl was very tough. While we were sitting there, somebody walked by and stuck out their tongue at us and kept going. A few minutes later, that little girl came back who had stuck out her tongue with a guy. He came up to us and threatened to shoot us. And that little girl that had all the scars on her face, she didn't know me. Now, this could have blown up into a huge fight, and the little girl said, "We're going to get up and leave, because if we don't, you'll get hurt," meaning that I would be hurt by this.
So she cared about you?
She didn't know me.
Do you buy what they're saying, that they don't care about human life? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. How about the scenario, girls, about your mom? If it came down to somebody in a gang's going to hurt your mom, or you're going to get your butt out of it, what would you do?
Get out of it?
But it's a reality, isn't it? That somebody could retaliate against somebody in your family? Isn't that a part of your world every day? Aren't you being a little bit naive, thinking that you're just going to be safe? What makes you special? Let me go to Julie, who is in silhouette today. Julie wanted her identity protected. I should ask you why.
Well, what I'm going to do... What? I'm not scared. I wanted to be out there on the panel, but I was advised by, you could say, like a lawyer type. I'd be incriminating myself by being up there, showing my face. The cops are watching this. They got copies of the book, and I'm not stupid.
You mean because of crimes that you've been involved with?
Yeah, they could link my face. You know, someone could recognize me and say, that's the one who did it. And I don't feel like going to jail for something I did 6 years ago.
What's the worst thing that you've ever done? You know, wait, they're reacting out here. You reacting, saying she didn't feel like going to jail?
No.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Okay, well, I got a few stories, but I'm going to choose one. We were going with about 18 people in different cars retaliating against a gang in another neighborhood. And we spotted some at a 7-Eleven, and we were chasing them through the side streets. They ended up crashing on 2 major streets, and the car hit a telephone pole. And I jumped out. Everyone else was fighting, and I jumped out and I started smashing the car window. And a girl was flinging her arms around and trying to stick out her legs. I guess she was trying to jump out. And I had grabbed a steel rod and I started hitting her leg with it. And I could hear her bone popping and she was screaming. And then I jammed it between her legs and pulled it out and it was bloody. So I did it again. And, you know, she was screaming and kind of fell out of the car. And they dragged her away. And I jumped in the car and I was trying to take it, but it wouldn't start. It was all smashed.
Now, wait a minute. What you just said is brutal. I mean, that's brutal. That is torturous.
I agree.
So,
Want me to finish? Well, we ended up kidnapping her in the back of the truck, and I stomped on her head, and the other people took off her jewelry, and I was pounding her, and we passed by a car that had pulled over. Passed by a cop car that was giving someone a ticket, and she tried to fling her arm out, but we dragged her back in the pickup truck, and we were taking her through the side streets, and I was just kicking her with my shoes, and then
why? No, wait. Who was this person to you? Was she just in the way?
She was a rival gang member, and then we ended up tossing her out of the pickup truck at about 40 miles an hour, and she fell near a dumpster. And we all went back to our neighborhood and split up.
But is that what happened to this girl?
Well, she claimed that a bunch of guys took her and raped her and dumped her in the trash can.
Did you get what you wanted?
You mean
Did you
revenge?
win?
Well, let's put it this way. She had to take the punishment that her gang friends did to our friends. You understand? So we just had to pick one.
No, I don't understand. I think it's hard for all of us to understand. Yeah, can you hang on to that thought while we go to commercial? And Julie, we'll talk more after this, and also meet a girl who was jumped in. And she was a little girl. She was 12. She was a gang leader by the time she was 15, and now she's got the life of sex and violence and crime. Stay close.
A lot of us grew up with no parent, with no father or no mother, either one of those. And sometimes at home you don't get the kind of love that you're looking for, and you spend a lot of time in the streets, and you meet friends, and it becomes a whole family for you. It becomes a new family for you.